with Totes Jean. We're going to wait just a minute and let some people come on in. But how are you today?
I am great. Thank you so much for having me. I've always been a big fan of yours, so it is an honor to
Oh,
be here.
you're so sweet. I'm a fan of yours. I love your stuff. So we're on the
Well,
same ground.
can I just tell you a little story here?
Yeah.
So, when I first started, well, not when I first started doing videos, but when I first started thinking about like buying Louis Vuitton bags, I was searching videos and I came across your channel and I subscribed, and then like 2 weeks later, I unsubscribed because I was like, I'm never gonna be as good as her, and it's just gonna
Oh,
depress me. But
oh
a few days
no.
later, I came back because I'm like, you're so
Yay.
funny. I was like, God, I have to come back, but I didn't know you knew who I was until that whole drama thing
Yeah.
happened,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
I had watched you before. I think Candy maybe had
I love Katie.
yeah, you guys had done a collab, but you had come up in my feed, so I had already seen you and watched your videos. So I was like, oh, I know, but I didn't that whole night when Daka put me on, I love Daka, but it was like this, bam, bam, bam. But you don't have time to think. It's one of those things where you
Right.
just you go. He always does say that we'll go or whatever. Yeah, and I'm quoting him, but it was just one of those like I didn't even have time to think, and I was just like, oh my gosh. But yeah, that was a debacle. We definitely don't even want to. We don't want to dredge all that up, but
But I will just say it's funny because I message Dale's Addiction on Instagram sometimes, and she loves AbFab, and I sent her something funny on AbFab, and then she wrote back, and she said, "Oh, you were mentioned on Jacob's live earlier." And like a shiver
right.
went down my spine, and she told me where it was, and then I was like, "Oh my God, when
Oh
he's
no, but
talking
it was
about it."
all good. It was
But
all
yeah, that
good.
was.
It was
Uh,
all good. I will take any. So my philosophy with YouTube has always been first thing, run your own race, because you're going to have people that started at the same time as you, or after you, or way after you, who build up quick, and then you're going, what the hell? Like, why? You know what I mean? So in order to not get my feelings hurt, I had to figure out really quick, like, I got to run my own race here. It's just me. Do you know what I mean? And
oh,
that's like a key thing. But I also learned that if you can get someone like Jacob or Mel in Melbourne, or some larger channel, they call it clouding, but I just call it being friendly and trying to
yeah.
you know what I mean, just be friends with everybody. But yeah, there's a name for it. I think people, and I sort of make fun of myself that I clout a little too much, but I've always, since I started, since I had 100 subscribers, I've always tagged the big YouTubers, Autumn, and she and I are friends now. So I mean, it does kind of work out. But
Yeah.
your bigger channels like that, they're just like we are. They just blew up and they've been on it for a long time. Jerusha, Minx, Minnie from Minx for All. So,
I
and
love her.
Cassie,
Yeah.
and just they had that certain something and they blew up, and that's their thing. Like, we have to be our thing, right? We can't say, oh, oh gosh darn, that I had to learn that very quickly. Like, you're not gonna, because I went on YouTube with the intent, Gene. I thought I will start a channel because I watched a girl who's actually no longer on YouTube, and she grew very quickly. And I took her advice. I thought, oh, I'll start a channel. And she said, within 5 months, she had 4,000 subscribers. And then in a year, she had 8. And then it just kept going up and up. And I thought, oh, okay, yeah, that's how it works for everyone. I really was that done. Like, I thought, oh, well, and a year came, and I didn't have anywhere near 4,000. So I was like, okay, we got to do our own thing and just
Mhm.
keep pushing ahead. But it is one of the pitfalls, and it's very easy to look at someone else and say, "Oh my God, how did they get there?" And started before, so that's happened to me quite. I mean, I've seen channels come way after me and go very successful, and that's okay.
Yeah, and
But yeah,
I don't know if you know Sarah from LV Lover Sarah. She really isn't doing videos anymore because she's so busy. But her and I were texting about that earlier today, and I cannot move at the purchasing pace that I moved last year, like not
yeah,
even close. So for me, I have to slow way down, and I got caught up in it all because when I started, I just did a video of a bag I bought that I didn't like because I didn't think it was very good. And I thought, well, I looked for reviews of this bag before I bought it. So
yeah.
I'll just do one video and be done. But then, I kind of got carried away. And all you people have been so wonderful, helpful. It's true, like Cassie
Oh,
Thorpe, like,
yeah,
I Instagram her with questions like 2 years ago, and she was kind enough to answer. And same with
yeah,
Luca. But it's like you see these videos, and it's like, I want that, I want that, I want that, and I
yeah,
gotta, buy new stuff to get more subscribers. And I'm like, this move recently and the expense of it has really like
yeah.
pumped the brakes.
Yeah, and you live on the not, I won't say the West Coast, but you live on the you're 3 hours behind me. So you live on the west side of the country, which is a lot more expensive. I don't care where you go. For some reason it's so expensive to live.
It is.
You know what I mean? So it's a different it's a whole lot of different things going on. I mean, I don't live in a terribly big city or near one, so then costs here are down. So there's many factors in everybody's purchasing. But like you, I would see a bag and I would think, oh, I have a credit card. Sure, I can go ahead and get that bag today. So that snowballed. As you know, I've told this many times, but yeah, it's one of the pitfalls. I think the first year or maybe even two, you kind of have to, in my experience, I don't know about everybody, but you kind of either stop doing it or you come up with different ways of doing it,
Right.
because unless you're a trust fund kid or a millionaire, you just really can't, or this sustains the lifestyle of that.
Right.
Right? And that's your 50,000 and over subscribers. Like, that's a big deal. So they kind of get an income and sponsor deals and stuff like
Right.
that we hopefully one day we'll see. But at this point, they're not knocking on my doors with big checks. So, I had to
Exactly.
pump the brakes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a thing. It is a thing. It's the you see, and that's what you do. You see those other creators, you wonder, like, why am I sitting here at 2,000 subscribers? Oh, but she's got four and she just started her channel 2 months ago. What's going on? Well, she's probably doing a lot of high dollar, I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Who knows what the algorithm shines on? I wish we knew
Right. Right.
so we could figure it out. But yeah, I do this for fun, and I told myself I would do it as long as it didn't feel like work. And if I can get paid at it, bonus, even better. If I can get a little money income churning from it, that's great too. But I just really love doing it. And it's like when I worked in radio, there was a few years where I really loved it. And I thought, don't tell them this, but I would probably do this for nothing. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Yeah. So I enjoy doing it. And I know you do too. That comes through in your videos.
Oh, good.
So,
Good.
and yours are very informative. So I enjoy that a whole
Thank you.
lot. Now, if someone were to say to you, Gene, here's $100,000, go get the bag or bags of your dreams, what would be at the top of that list?
Well, the number one dream bag for me. It would probably be a shelf piece because I'd be probably too chicken to use it. Would
Yeah.
be Dior has that like Lady Delight bag, and like it's
Yes.
like a Lady Dior, but it's fabric and it's in the blue Toit de Jouy, I think it's called, with the
Uh-huh.
like lion and the monkeys, and I just think that is so beautiful.
It
And
is.
I have one bag in my collection that is actually from the men's line. All the rest are from the women's line.
Yeah.
But for me, I think that goes a little too far feminine for me.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I mean, I wish these companies would get away from men's and women's and just have bags
Just have
because
a yeah, and
yeah,
if you like that, fine. If you don't, fine. Because I found that men's, I have a few men's items too, men's line pieces too, and I actually do like them. Sometimes they create way wilder pieces for men. I don't know why that is, but in some cases, colorful and nice, and like that. I've got it over there. The damier black and white with the red handles and the green trim.
oh yeah,
That
yeah,
was a men's piece. And I thought, like, why? I think they did do the little square. I can't even remember the name of it right now, but they did do that in another, in that same print. But I just thought, this is a speedy, guys. Like, why is this men's line? I mean, make it the same.
right,
I don't get it either. It is kind of like sexist if you think about it. A lot of it, like, oh, men have to carry a side bag or a messenger
right.
or a no. Men can carry anything they want. I love
And
nothing more than seeing a man carrying a beautiful bag.
me too. And
Yeah.
like one of my favorite people is, I don't know if you know the figure skater Johnny Weir, because
Yes.
he's
Yes.
like like I love him on Instagram, and I just want to like go and live in his world because he
Yeah.
created like the most fabulous world for himself. But he dresses how he wants, carries
Yeah.
what he wants to carry, and
He does
I
not care. He has
yeah,
never cared.
he's never cared.
Yeah.
Like maybe someday I'll have like the courage to carry that delight bag,
Yeah.
but
I don't know, and I feel
not
like
today.
we're kind of a little older, whereas my kids, they really don't care about what someone thinks. I
Right,
mean, my youngest is the world's she don't I'm like, "Are you gonna wear that?" She's like, "Hell yeah. I'm gonna wear it out and I don't care." So she doesn't the kids, and I think that's a good trait, and I think all of the crazy bias stuff and all the oh men have to do this and women have to do that roles are just going to wash away, and we're all just going to live in a world where we're connected instead of because I used to feel bad because I always like men's sneakers better than I like
mm,
women's always. And I used to, as a kid, my mom would say, "Why didn't you go over and get the pink sneakers?" I didn't want the pink sneakers with glitter and whatever back then. I wanted Cortez, what all my guy friends were wearing. You know what I mean? So it kind of there's a stigma when you walk in. I feel that way even when I'm shopping for someone else in a smaller section of this, like for the smaller petites. I feel like at any moment someone's going to tap me on the shoulder and do a pretty woman. We have nothing here for you, you
oh,
know? I mean, so those old things, they get ingrained in our head, and then it's just very hard. But thankfully, the new generation is coming up, and they don't give an F. They give
yeah.
zero.
It's interesting. Like Coach, it was a few months ago. They had posted like an ad campaign. I think it was on Instagram, and it was a guy wearing normal guy clothes carrying a really feminine bag, and all these women were commenting like, "Ugh, what happened to real men? Where'd real men go?" And
Wow.
yeah, it kind of surprised me because
Mm.
like my mom loves that I love handbags. She's always like,
Yeah.
buy any new bags lately? And I'm
Yeah.
like, no. And then 2 minutes later, I'm like, yeah. Uh, but
Let me tell you.
it's
I
just,
love that. I
yeah.
love that. My mom never would buy anything fancy, but she always loved to hear what I was buying. And she loved to get in front of her friends and tell them how much that bag is. Tell her. They'll never believe. Tell her. So she loved doing that. But yeah, you're right. I love the Lil Nas X. I've loved him since the uh, Old Town Road. I just thought, he doesn't give an
No.
F. That's cool. these things have to be pushed to normalcy anyway. Like,
I
stop.
do.
And what are we to say what's normal? So,
That's
like,
right.
yeah. So I commend and applaud you, and I do. I love to see a guy carrying a nice handbag. I just always have. My husband will stand outside a shop if my bag gets too heavy, and he'll hold it and carry it. He doesn't care. I mean, he
Yeah,
doesn't mind. It's nothing to him. He's like, we're never going to see these people again. Who cares? You
exactly.
know. But that's his philosophy on it too. And I always like to say, like, oh my gosh, that is the most beautiful bag. And I will say to him, I love your bag. It looks great on you. And I think that's something more women should encourage and, get the whole ball rolling. And I think the companies are getting wind of it too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we have stuff to carry too. I hate stuff in my pockets. And,
Yep.
once I turned 40 or so and I needed reading glasses, I couldn't leave the house without a bag at that
Yeah.
point because
Yeah.
I, you know,
Yeah,
so,
I love to see a nice bag on a guy. I don't know, something about it. I think, way to go. Yes, I love you. That's amazing. Like, you are. I've even gone to Vegas and seen men, with their wives and stuff, and the wife have a nice bag, and I just love it. I just
yeah.
think it just shows an elegance and a nice, like, okay, I feel you, like, game recognized game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I do enjoy that. Yes. We might have some questions. We have some people saying hi. Dawn says hi, Jean. Hi, Winnie and Jean. Dee Dee Bean, hello. Sin is here. Hi, doll. We got Colin. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Krista is here. Let's see. Brooke, hi. I'm glad you made it. Lisa Mahon, hey guys. Jackie is here. I wanted to say, so she says, I want to say more than comments. So here I am as a content creator because I talk too much. Yeah. Jackie has a new channel, and Jackie she watches, and she does see a lot of our channels. And Jackie and I got to be friends through, DMing on Instagram. But not only that, she always leaves such nice messages. Most people do. I mean, there's a very, small percentage of people who don't, but she always would leave the nicest. And then when she said, I think I'm going to do a channel, I'm always like, yes, do the channel. Yes, I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
There's room
absolutely.
for, as people cycle out, because we've seen some of the bigger channels say, hey, I'm done with this. I'm gonna, and then, you've got the new people come. So I love to see it. It's the natural progression of things. I don't like change in my own life. Like last night, I wanted to say TiVo. Good God, I'm 35 years too late. But my, what do you call it? Fire Stick.
Oh,
It
yeah, yeah.
broke. Yeah, and I had bought a new one because I thought it broke like months ago. So I had a new one on hand, which was lucky, but it's totally redesigned. And that gives me, because I've had this probably for 5 years, it gives me such, like, ooh, I want the buttons to be, you know what I mean? So my daughter was like, Mom, change is inevitable. Things change. You've got to just roll with it. I'm like, but I can in my own life.
It's
So,
crazy. I get frustrated with my mom over technology, but then I'm at work in the office to the younger people saying, "Come here, help, I can't do
yeah, me
this," or, how do I stop this notification?
Yeah,
It's like,
right. Like, my boss wants me to put a notification on. I'm going to be out of the office now. How is it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm the same way for sure. And I yell for my kid to me. She's like, "Ugh, what?" And if she doesn't know something though, which is very rare, but there are occasions that she doesn't, I go, "How do you not? You're 15. Like, what? Why do you not?" She's like, well, I don't use that sort of thing. That's for old people, Mom. I'm like, well, just say, for for grins and gigs, can you look it up for me? Well, you can look it up too. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So anyway, yeah, Jackie is on. Jackie said, and Dawn says, Jackie, you're doing great. Brooke says, love your channel, Jackie. Jack's bag of tack. She said, Jackie says she's not trying to fall into the buying trap. She already has a shopping problem. And Jackie could it's like most of us, right? We have enough on our hands at this moment. If we never bought another bag ever, we could come up with bag content. I mean, for you, we could still, come up with something. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think Jackie falls in that window too. So yeah. Colin says, Jean, I think I watched your video of the Fendi soft trunk. Do you still love it?
It's gone.
It's gone.
I sold it.
You did? Okay.
And like that's something I've learned is not to just buy something because it's pretty or
Yeah.
and I did because I just found it was a little bit too small, but it was so
Yeah.
beautiful because I didn't like that I had to take my cards out of my wallet every time I use it. And the shoulder strap was so thick.
You have the soft trunk, the Louis Vuitton though, right? Yeah.
I love that
You
bag.
love that bag. It's a
Uh,
little bigger.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
bigger and it has a thinner strap. I'm not a fan of the guitar straps.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Some people are either into them or they're not. I mean, it's not, there's no like, well, maybe, but I'm like that. Sometimes I like a good chain cross, I like to do a little chain moment, but yeah.
Never done a chain.
Sometimes she loves a little chain moment.
But I think guitar straps work better crossbody, and
Yeah,
I need to lose some weight before I can use crossbody and be comfortable because
sure. It's
it
all
goes
about
right
what you
between the
feel.
boobies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to do what makes you happy and makes
I
you
feel
feel
comfortable.
comfortable.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. I'm all about that too. I know a lot of people think like, why the hell do you, because I don't have the same bags that I had this time last year. And I would venture to bet that I will not have a lot of these bags this time next year. And I told Jack the other day, I said, I should probably just rent. I should probably just rent the bags
Yeah,
for
the
6
bag
months.
borrow and steal or whatever it's
Yeah,
called. Yeah.
I should just rent because I figure out once I buy them. Well, that there's some that I'd carry this little beach, the pre-loved one, and this one I don't mind carrying. I carried that for a few weeks.
Love that one.
But this crystal one, oh no, no, I will never recommend it, and I would never buy it again. But I don't want to sell it just yet. I'm just kind of like scared to use it because the damn crystal fell off, and I haven't
All
seen
right.
one other person complain about that. Just me.
Okay, can we pause for a second, please?
Yes,
Is that the by? That's the by the way up there, right? Is that what that's called, the Fendi? Do you like that? I've been thinking about that. Oh God, here I go again.
I
Um,
like it, but I would recommend you. Do you ever buy pre? You do buy pre-loved,
I
so
bought
I would
one
recommend.
pre-loved or
Yeah,
two.
your epi bag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would seriously, if I were you, not buy it new from Fendi because it's just like driving a new car off the car lot. For some reason, that bag, it's beautiful, but it takes a $400 to $500 hit as soon as you buy it. So resale is horrible on that bag. So that's why I don't sell it or trade it or do anything with it because I know I'll never get. I think at the time I paid 17.25, and I just saw a really cute one just like this in a different color on Fashionphile for like 8.50 or
Oh, really?
something.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, so you can find them good on Fashionphile and the pre-loved sites in great condition for way
Oh,
less than what they. Yeah. So yeah, I do like the bag. Unfortunately, I have so many damn bags. I hardly ever carry that, but I don't ever want to get rid of it either. So it's kind of a catch 20. Why am I don't know. I enjoy it. It's purple. I, bought it because Meredith showed it on her channel, and I just was like, oh my
yeah.
God, I have to. And so, like, Meredith and I bag twin on that one. So I'm like, no, I can't get rid of it. I love Meredith. I can't do it. So, yeah. So there was that. Candy's here. Candy, are you still here, babe? So you're all thoughts on Timu. What do you have any thoughts on Timu? The I think it used to, is it now what, Wish? was. Isn't that what Temu really is?
What is it? I have no idea.
It's I believe that it is a Chinese site like Wish where you can go in there and they just have millions of things, little doodads that you thought you know, little matching straws for 2.99, where you go on Amazon, you know, it's 12.99. You know what I
Right.
mean? So they take out the middleman and go right to
Huh.
you. But if you get a chance, it's temu.com. If you get a chance after the live, go on and look at it. They actually sent me a sponsorship thing, and I this has been over 2 weeks ago, and I said, sure, I would love it. Here's my fee. I would love to get product, whatever. Crickets. So yeah, I
Huh.
don't think we're going to be a match made in heaven. So there you go. So, are you into fragrance at all? Anything?
No, and I
No.
should be because when I just moved, I don't I didn't really have any. I had like oh god, what's it like? Maybe Bath and Body Works cologne, and I
Yeah,
threw it all away
those
because I
can be good. My husband loves
yeah
those.
yeah I
Yeah,
liked them, but I threw them all away because I was like I mean they've been in my bathroom cabinet for like 8 years and I haven't
yeah,
used
they're
them.
done.
But
Yeah,
you always get those little samples when you go into like LV, especially gives them to me, and
yeah.
maybe I'll try. I love Joe Malone though. Like, oh my god,
Oh, okay.
whoa! Like
Yeah.
that's I had lived. My old roommate, good friend of mine, she loved Joe Malone, and I
Yeah.
mean it smelled
Yeah.
some, but I've never gotten around to it.
I just if you ever this
Flowers.
this little, I mean, this is like the number one scent for men, but I wear it too.
What is
That's the
that?
other
I've
thing.
seen that.
This is Jean Paul Gaultier. This is the Christmas edition, I think year before last, of La Mail. And it is the regular form. Oh my God. I love any Jean Paul Gaultier, but this, I mean, it just does something. I don't know. It's one of my favorite all-time
Okay.
scents. So I love it on my husband. It smells different on me. But they say that it's like one of the top scents that women love also on a man. So I just took the whole middleman out of that and said, I'm a woman. I love it. So I'm gonna smell it on myself. How about
Yeah.
that? It's a very clean, spicy. I love a lot of spice in my
Okay.
fragrances. So yeah. And that's a good starter one. Yeah. If you're ever thinking about getting into something. Don
Okay.
says Johnny Weir is his own person. He is, and he dances to the beat of his own drum, and I love it. I'm here for it.
He's
I wish
hilarious.
he did. Didn't he have a show for a minute? They followed him around for a little while.
Yeah,
I
being
loved
good,
it.
like be good, Johnny Weir, or something like that. But he's so
Yeah,
funny. His Instagram stories are just so funny.
hilarious. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
think I follow him. They just never come up in my feed. I need to maybe double check because I don't know the things that he wears, that netting and just the bold. I love. I love. He does not apologize for who he is, and that's. I wish we could all be that. You know what I mean?
but did you hear what his? Did you read or hear what his ex-husband did to one of his Birkins?
No.
When they got, oh, I don't know why I'm laughing. Oh God, I shouldn't laugh. Because so when I started like getting into bags, I was like Googling like men with bags, like blah, blah, blah. And there was an
Yeah.
article about him, how he was big into Louis Vuitton and now it's like all Hermes. But his ex husband like took a Sharpie on his orange Birkin and wrote like F you, like the full, I don't know if I could swear on here, but the
Yeah. You can say
full
what you want.
F word you in big letters. And I guess the judge made his ex replace the Birkin and then put a court order that that Birkin with the FU on it couldn't be sold. Because I'd imagine, somebody would pay a lot for like Johnny Weir's Birkin that says FU across it.
Oh my. Yeah. You can say whatever you want because that made me want to say, "Fuck."
Oh my God.
Oh, can you imagine going in your purse room or wherever he keeps his, I imagine he has a Jeffree Star like vault. But yeah, could you imagine him going in there and,
In
ooh,
an
somebody's
orange one
car? We got
too.
keyed that night, honey.
I know Meredith talks about how she does not like orange. Whenever there's orange on her video, it's my favorite color, and I like
Yeah.
it. That would be a dream
Yota
bag
loves
too.
orange.
Who does?
Yota is really into
Oh,
orange. Yeah, so she loves a good orange bag moment. I don't mind it. I just I don't. I have the Fendi, the shopper's tote that is
oh,
available, guys. But yeah, I have that one, and I believe that's the only orange. But I do love a good orange. That might be on the list. Maybe if I get rid of some of these damn bags, I can put that on the list.
I want the orange Goya or the Belvedere bag, the shoulder
That
bag.
bag is
I
gorgeous.
know, but I'm nervous about their canvas because I've heard
It's
like
very floppy.
it's
Yeah,
flimsy and like can tear and not as good as Louis or
yeah.
Gucci.
And I'm
So
wondering what their warranty policy would be. Of course, I wouldn't buy it new. I would buy it pre-loved because that's just, I'm that bitch. But but
I
I'm
heard
wondering
they're.
if you did buy it new, what they would. I
I
imagine they have to.
I don't know. I've heard they're like once you're gone, like they're not very good
They're
at
done.
like Louis Vuitton is at great at after serve care,
Oh.
whatever it's called.
It always depends on who you know and who you get hooked up with. And that's sad. It should be a policy that's across
Right.
the board, the same. This is our policy. We're going to stick to it. But like I can walk in, not any, boutique, but if I walked into a boutique where they always ask you, let me look up your account, because
Yeah.
what they're doing is they're like Hermesing you. They're,
Yeah.
let's see what her history or his history
Mhm.
looks like, and then we'll decide how good we're going to treat. Like,
Yeah.
no, I don't like that. I really don't like that. I think it's crappy, because there's a
Yeah.
lot of kids out there who want that experience, their first bag. As a matter of fact, my daughter did not use my account when they bought their. She actually keeps her bags here, so. But when they bought, her husband and she went to Atlanta, and they went. Was it Charlotte? I believe it was Atlanta, and they both bought. He bought a keep all, a great big keep all, and she bought that silvery flower Neverfull, which she never carries, and
Mm.
she's kicking herself. But when they first walked in, they were kind of like, hmm. And so he politely said, "We got some money to throw," and they were like, "Oh, okay, so you actually are going?" Because I guess I get so many
Wow.
people just looking. But when he said, "We got some money to toss," like, go ahead, and they gave him champagne and the whole treatment. Then it was like, "Oh, sit down, let me show you every bag."
Hmm.
So, but I think you should get that. Yeah, the policy should be like, this is how we're going to work the repair process. This is how we're going to work returns. This is how we're going to treat every customer that comes to, it should be like that. But no, they say that Dior is the best customer service. I don't know if that's true.
I've only bought one bag and then I went back and bought a wallet in Dior. But the first time I went in Dior, I was so nervous because I was not going to buy anything. And I was with my mom and it was in San Francisco. And the saleswoman said, hi, can I help you? And I was just honest. I said, because Dior is like number one for me. If I was a woman, I'd be like all Dior, Dior. But I said, I just think your bags are beautiful. I've never seen one of your bags in person. Would you mind if I looked at a few? And she was
Mm.
wonderful. Sure, what do you want to look at? Here, look at this, and pointing things out. And, it just made me so happy because I was so
Oh,
nervous going in there.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
went back and I bought my bag and my wallet from her like 6 months later.
That's awesome. So
Yeah,
see, that made a sale for her because she was nice to you then. Had
right.
she not been, you could have easily gone online. You'd already seen it,
Hmm.
gotten it online and been done. Yeah. Yeah, it makes a difference. It's just, and it's terrible to say it, but it does. Saya! bags and the men that rock them. Did you ever get to see Saya Frozen Luxury on? He used to have a channel called Men on Bags.
No.
I know. I really want to see. Oh my god, I want him to start a new channel like yesterday. Caleb is here. Hi,
Hi,
Caleb. Oh my god, I love
Caleb.
you. So
He's
take it
another one.
easy.
Like, Caleb has been one of the ones that inspired me too, because like watching his channel and his collection,
Yeah.
and there's bags that he has that I still like. I'm still finding myself in that regard, that I still would be like, ooh, I don't know if I can pull
Oh.
that off or get away with it. So I love him and other male YouTubers who
Yeah.
really share their journeys, and I think they're really helping all of us, like,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, do what you want to do. It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kick down the barriers, man.
Yeah.
Not that let's do this. Let's all
Exactly.
buy bags and enjoy them and carry them, and who get because I've gotten comments and DMs before from people of my age and older who said, "Do you think this bag is a little too young for me?" And I've even said that to myself, but like, no, I don't. I think that you could carry that bag just as well as she could, or he
Yeah.
could, or they could. Like, do it. Do you, boo boo. Like, you're only going around one time. I don't care
Yeah.
if
And
I'm
it's like,
70, I'm carrying a nice bag.
and I think if someone has something mean to say, that says more about them. I remember
That's,
Dale, like a few months ago, was like crying on a video because a woman had commented, like, whoa, you've gained so much weight or something. And,
oh,
you
no.
know,
Yeah, I
yeah, it
remember
was
that.
awful. But I'm like, that's more
Yeah,
about the person that wrote it than you, because something
yeah,
is missing in your life if you have
yeah.
to build yourself up by tearing someone else down.
Yeah,
So,
I did a short and I put it on all three. TikTok is the most brutal. The
is
most
it?
brutal. So I don't post much over there. I would like to, but it's a young person's game, I guess. Here I am saying it, but I just said, "Oh, let's all do it." But really it is, and they're a little more blunt. And I forget what I said, something about eating, and they said, "Oh, you probably ate the whole. You look like you ate the whole thing." You know what I mean? It's just a mean comment. And my daughter, I told her, and she went, "Hold on, mom." She went on Instagram and found the guy, and I was like, "Oh, really? You you cared? You like put out something mean about someone how they looked,
Yeah.
honey?" I would only do that if I was Brad Pitt. Stop. You need to stop now. Come on. Mm-mm. No. But I didn't go over there and say anything. I did put him on blast because that's what he deserved.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it gets a little it's too crazy, but you're right. It's their trip. And I know if I'm being mean to my husband or saying mean things or talking, and I need to stop myself and say, this has nothing to do with that person. I'm just being a shitty person right now.
Yeah.
I've had a bad day and I'm, projecting that crap out. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and we
hard to
all
do.
yeah, we all have that, and I think it's easy
Yeah.
for people to say what they want to say anonymously behind a screen name.
Oh,
But
sure. Half of the things, I mean,
yeah,
I'd say 98% of the things those people would never say to someone's
no.
face. Because I'm like, say it to my face. Go ahead, say something. Oh God. Candy says, love me some Jean. Six
Well,
hearts. Oh well.
she's so sweet.
I love Caleb and Zane. I love watching them too. I love their lives, but I can only do it when I don't have to work the next day. I try to stay up and then I, wake up at like 2 a.m. with my iPad and I'm, oh crap, did I miss it? I'm gonna have to watch the replay. But yeah, I love to watch them, and I just think they're so cute. They're easy on the eyes
Oh my
too. So
God, Zane is so funny with his comments on the
he
video.
is. I mean, they are the
Like,
best. They
yeah,
compliment each other so well. I love them. I would love to go out to Chicago and meet up with them and have a nice weekend in Chicago. They seem like the funnest.
it's such a great city too.
I do love Chicago, but the time that I went, oh my God, it was colder.
Yeah,
As soon as I got off of that plane into a cab and then out of that cab, that's back when cabs ran instead of Uber. But yeah, I got out of that car and was like, whoa.
Oh yeah, it can be
Oh,
brutal. I'm from Wisconsin, so
oh,
I know those brutal Midwest
oh,
winters.
those. Ooh, have to keep your car hooked up to something
Oh
so it'll
god.
run the next day. Ah,
Oh,
yikes. Okay, I can't. I can't. I'm down here where they've totally. It's like my area now. We used to get 5 or 6 snows, pretty
okay.
good snows in a year, in a winter time, and hadn't seen any in a few years. Just a smattering here and there, but I do love to see a beautiful snow a few times, and then I'm like, okay, we're done. Spring, where are you? Hello? Yeah.
Not me. Summer all year. That's why I moved, and
Yeah. You like
you
summer.
know,
I am not a summer gal
well,
because I just never have been. I don't know why. I'm a fall winter. I'm a fall and winter gal. I do love fall and winter. But yeah, I don't know. Halloween and Christmas are my jam.
I can get.
Okay, so Colin says I agree. And the women's. I love the LV black and gray. I actually bought the extra small keep all in the blue watercolor. Yes, I mean it all needs to be the same, but sometimes like Fendi, let's say Fendi, they'll have a very similar item for the men,
Yeah,
and it'll be cheaper,
yeah,
right? Than the women. And I'm like, well, why of course would we buy that when this is makes no sense. So
yeah.
yeah.
Men's bags seem to be cheaper. Like if you look at Dior, well, I like the oblique pattern, and they've got just in the blue, but they've got like nothing in that in the men's section, but everything
No.
is cheaper, and I'm like, why is that?
I would
Because
love to
women
have one
are
of
buying
those
more. What's that?
the pouches like Meredith got. You know what I'm talking about? I
Oh
don't
yeah,
Yes, and it has that joie de vivre whatever. No, is it? Maybe. I don't know, but
the
the
oblique.
classic, yes.
Yeah,
Because I'm a pouch cinchy kind of gal, and I know when I started looking at it, it may have been around 700. Now I think it's close to like 1,000 if
it
you can
is.
find it.
Yeah, it is. It's gone up because
I
I
really
on my
messed
wish
up.
list.
I really quit using those credit cards a little too soon.
Mm-hmm.
So Caleb did say hey to Eugene. Good to see you live. And he said agree to see men carrying bags. Obviously, yes, we love that. We love a good man carrying a good bag moment around him. Yes. Okay, here's a question for you, Gene, from Caleb. Caleb says, what is the hardest bag to obtain in your collection, be it either money, hunting it down, or something else? That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
The hardest bag to obtain.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm gonna have to think about that. Oh, the Louis Vuitton carry-all. I don't know, not the new one with the like ties. I
Yeah.
don't know why they couldn't think of a different name for that bag, but it's kind of that duffel bag.
Uh
Uh,
huh.
it took forever to hunt that bag down, forever. And that and the Louis Vuitton business card holder,
Uh
I
huh.
would check the website multiple times a day. And the business card holder, I think it was like 3 or 4 months before finally it said it was available. The carry-all was a few months, but both times I ordered, then went
Yeah.
back in and looked and they had none available. And I was like, what? Did you just make one?
I know. They do that. They do that. And then
And
sometimes they'll tell you like, "Oh, there was very limited quantities," and you're like, "But I've seen 100 people open up the box on them. What are you talking? Where's mine?" But yeah,
well,
I
that
get it.
notify me never works either because I never get an email saying like, "Oh, it's back."
I know it never. I
It
have
never works.
never gotten. And Fashion Files the same dang way. And I think the real. I'll put a notify me, and then I'll go in there a month or two later. They have had it. It's sold again. I'm like, bitch, what's happening? Yeah. Mm-mm. I feel you on that. Those notifications, you only get the notifications you don't want. Like for some reason, A couple years ago, all of a sudden, out of the blue, I started getting Weight Watchers emails. Like, did someone sign me up for that? Because I know I didn't.
Well, it wasn't me, but I do have a friend. I'll admit it. I put his email on a lot of things just to mess with him.
Oh yeah, people do that. I used to. I can't like I can neither say it's true or not true, but I used to work with a guy, and I could have sworn he put us on mailing lists for all kinds of stuff. I still never confirmed that, but I think I thought it was hilarious and good on him.
Well, it's my friend's fault because he had a Depend example sent to me, and so I still get like all these emails from Depend, and
Oh
so
my
I was like, revenge. I did it like a couple times, and it's
Oh
bad
my
all the time.
god. Oh my god. That's crazy. Yeah, I had somebody send me like hair replacement. like I'm like, well, I know I have a pixie cut, but guys, I have some hair. I don't know what they were implying, but Bill is pretty bald, so maybe they were just going after him. I don't know. But we never signed up for it. It was like Bosley hair treatments or what, and I was like, and it wasn't just resident, it was like to me, like my name. And I was like, oh my, okay. Okay, well, thank you. Right. I want to be in pain and have more hair. That's awesome. Thank you. I wonder if they do other parts of the body. Hmm. Yeah. Uh, you miss when it's gone. Like you take it for granted when it's there, but when it's gone, you're like, oh God, what happened?
Mhm.
Eva from Fuchsia Floyd says,
Oh,
hi,
I love
Winnie. Hi,
her.
Jean.
Hi.
JP isn't. JP, did I say hi to you? I'm sorry, doll. I am so sorry, my friend. Birkin boy, hi, doll. How is Memphis?
Burke and Boy, start making videos. Oh, I feel bad now because I'm always like, make videos. And he's like, I don't want to. But I'm like, oh, you
I
have
love it. We
gotta have
love
a
to
fat.
see
I
it.
want to see his collection.
I do too. Yeah, I'm with you on that. And I want him to sell me a very beat up, trashed Birkin at a good deal.
You are so about that lately.
I can't get off of it, man. I'm still like so. I gotta get it.
Buy
It's
a
that thing.
fake. Buy a fake and beat it up.
Well, yeah, that happened. That happened. Someone did send me one. I mean, can you believe the kindness of people? People who don't even know you, strangers sending you something that nice. And I did start dragging it around, and I threw it down the steps. And yeah, I did a few, and it did start getting some corner wear, but it wasn't actually the kind of wear. It was kind of plasticky looking underneath, so I knew it wasn't leather, and that's okay. It's just that I have to. I don't know. I got totally, Gene. I got obsessed with this bag. Like,
Wait, was it a fake they sent
yeah,
you?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
would you ever carry a fake?
I did carry this, and I
Huh?
carried. I just dragged it around with me and everything. But yeah, and what they got wrong, it's a very obvious fake. I think Birkenboy told me the reason, but see this bag doesn't have
It has a
that.
shoulder. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
that's the one obvious thing this bag did. But I'm not looking to give horse. It was a very nice thing. I would rather probably do. It would make me feel less trepidatious to have a look-alike. You know what I mean? Without the, I don't care about that, much.
Right.
But yeah, it was a very thoughtful and nice thing for
That
someone.
is nice.
Yeah, very sweet, very sweet. But yeah, it did start getting a little bit of cornerware, and see how it kind of got a little white, kind of
Oh
plasticky looking.
yeah.
Yeah, because I was just dragging her. Bill said, "Let's tie it to the back of the car," and I was like, "Well, wait a minute now. Hold on. We're gonna break off this little thingy, dude. Like we can't do that." But it's a nice bag. I don't know that it's really leather. I'm not. It kind of smells of leather, and it did come through with a like hydroxyfufu smell, so I was kind of cool about that. But it was a very nice. a very nice thing that someone did. So
For
I was happy
sure.
with that. I think someone, well, I know someone. The email said I can't bear something like I can't bear to see you really, And I was thinking like, first of all, I don't have $10,000
Hmm.
to go buy a new one or a pre-loved, better looking, nice, pristine one, and then treat it like hell. I couldn't bring myself to do that. No. But I don't care when they're already like this one beat up. Oh my god, chef's kiss to me. I love that. I just love a mess. I just love a freaking mess. If you saw the rest of this room, you would know what I mean. Woo! I don't love a messy like. I can't cook in a messy kitchen or anything, but just like sneakers, or I have an old tattered like hoodie that just everybody says like, why do you still wear that? I don't wear it out of the house. Like it's like, God, that thing has seen. I'm like, I have had this hoodie for a hot minute, and yes, it's torn and tattered, but I love it. So yeah, I love a good, well worn something, well lived it. So anyway, let me see what people have got for you. So that was pretty good. Yes. Dee Dee says, Gene, I used to be the young kid in the office helping the older people with the tech, but now tech has passed me by, and
Hmm.
I holler at my kids, and they roll their eyes at me. So it
We all can
happens.
relate. Yep.
It happens. It happens. Eva, I hope you are okay. Thank you for coming by today. I want to say day because it's starting to get towards night for me, but you're still in the middle of the day. Yes. Yes, you got a full day ahead. Let's see. Bag swap. Yeah, I'm ready to bag swap anybody. Kristen says, "Hi. How many bags do you need to have? Call it a bag collection. 4,
Yeah.
3, 5. It's all relative. Like I can't. You know what I mean? It's not a number that I can say. But I think if you have 4 or 5 bags that you love, and it doesn't matter if they're luxury or not, that is your bag collection. That's what you need to refer to it as. I mean, that's what I think anyway.
Yeah, like a work bag, everyday bag, like
Yep,
nice bag to wear out to a nice dinner, a travel
exactly.
bag. I mean, few bags and you've got a collection.
Yep. Blue Bannister says resale is generally horrible on Fendi. Yep, totally. I feel you on, and it shouldn't be because Fendi is so hot. Like the
Well,
last year has just been,
what
yeah,
was stupid is when I went to sell my side trunk, I first went to Fashionphile and they said we cannot accept this item because we have, more than we
yeah.
need or whatnot. I looked, they had one and they were selling it for like $1,000 more than you could get a new one at Fendi for. So I think whoever priced it didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't realize it. Yeah, they've done that to me. They did that to me. Yeah, they've done it to me on a couple of items, and I'm like,
So
oh,
weird.
for fuck's sake. I'm kind of like, hey, you guys sell bags, right? Okay, just checking. But yeah, let's see. Colin says, Gene, I have a Fendi, by the way, mini with the FF handles, brand new, never used. I will give you a good deal if you are interested.
Mini is too small, but I appreciate.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's why you gave up your yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, those are gorgeous bags, and
they
I love
are.
them. You can fit a ton in this bag. You can fit a ton. It carries everything. It's like a
What
clown car.
what
Eva
size
says
is
I like organ too, or what?
orange?
Or origami? I got the wait. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, Eva. I'm
Orange?
not hip. I don't know.
Does she mean orange?
Is she saying orange? Oh, she is saying orange. I see it now. No, yeah, she's saying orange, but it's spelled just miss. Yeah, yep, yep, yep. She's saying orange. And that's where my mind is. I forget what the hell we've even talked about today, honey. Oh my gosh. Okay, Eve is saying she likes orange too. She got the yes, she does go on to say I got the puzzle in orange.
I saw that. Oh, that's one of the ones that I really, really want.
And Saya says I have a Go Yard review on my channel. I filmed it in my laundry room. Okay, wait. You're Saya, did you start a channel again? Wait a minute. He's talking about men on bag. Yeah, men on bags, right? Oh my god. Oh, that was really sweet. I have my moments when I doubt, Caleb says, if I should carry a certain style of bag. Oh.
Caleb said that?
Yeah. Sometimes he has doubts too.
Yeah.
I mean, we all do. We all do.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah. Devon, how are you? She's saying hi. Hello, Dollface.
Hello.
Caleb also says definitely need more men out here carrying bags to normalize it. I will say it has improved a lot in the 16 years I've been carrying bags. Yes, it's coming a long way. We're dragging it along like that. Come on, get in there. Yeah. So, Yota is here. Yota, where's your class at, babe? Yota, everybody saying hi to Yota Style. Devon says, all my favorite handbag YouTubers are here. Oh, you're so sweet. Caleb's going to tell Zane we were talking about him. You tell him I'm still waiting on my pics. Wink, wink. I'm kidding, Caleb. I'm kidding. Oh, Mirdon says, glad to hear. Oh, no, wait. Where'd she go? Where we at? Mirdon, Caleb and Zane have the best lives because they interact with people posting. Yes, that is the best part. Like, I love that. Yes, they really do. And they will get every single comment. I love that about them. It goes so fast sometimes. You're kind of like, wait, what? Where am I at? And then I forget where I'm at. Devin and Kevin, hi, doll. Hey, bestie. Sorry I'm late. Hello, Devin. I love you. You've been MIA for a minute. What's going on with you, Dollface? Autumn was looking for you. Just FYI. I have my Frozen Luxury channel as well. What? Oh, wait, are you talking about on Insta? Yeah, I watch all your stuff on Insta. But on here? Oh, me and Saya. What? It's not easy doing lives, Winnie, but you do a great job. You do too. We should go live together. Definitely. Cammie's here, finally. Yeah. Cammie says, my uncle, may he rest in peace, carried a camera bag, legitimate camera bag, as long as I knew him. What do you think, Cammie, he was afraid to carry like a actual like bag, like a handbag? I mean, that's interesting to me. I want to know, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think that's just because it was acceptable back then to be like, oh yeah, I got a Merce. You remember that whole thing? I have a Merce.
Yeah.
Mad Merce. Yeah. Yeah, but no. I mean, I appreciate lovely bags on anyone. Okay, man, woman, child, puppies. I don't know. That's just me, and the thing that I love to, I love handbags. So we all love handbags. So, Jean, and let me ask you this. So, do you live in a city where you can access boutiques, or do you do most of your shopping online?
Well, I did because I lived in San Francisco and I moved to Palm Springs, God, a few days ago. And
right.
So I think the only boutiques here are in Palm Desert, and there's a Louis and a Gucci, but I haven't seen any of the other ones. But they got the outlets up here, which I'm a little on.
Ooh. Is it a Simon's outlet, like the nicer ones with the Pradas and the Burberry?
Yeah, I think so. But I always worry about buying something specifically made for the outlet versus a retail piece. So you got to know.
Do what I do, because when I go to a Coach outlet, or even when I go to those large outlets, I always say, like, was this a made for outlet piece?
Yeah.
Or where is your reserve section where everything is just last season or whatever? So that might help. And they're nice. They're pretty nice. I went into, I can't remember if it was Burberry. I think it was Burberry, and I that was when I wanted this bag so bad. I finally got it when I got home because Bill was like, "Hell no, you're not getting that bag." So I was like, "Oh, I'll show you. Yes, I am." But anyhow, yeah, and the girl was kind of snooty, and I was like, you're working at Burberry in an outlet. Like, don't. It's not that serious, guys. Don't make it like that. It's all good. I can't buy this bag." And she actually heard him say, "You're not getting that bag." And she just kind of turned on her heel and walked away. And I was like, "Well, God, I guess you make commission here too." She totally quit waiting on me. She was like, "B, she ain't buying nothing today. Goodbye." So
I've
yeah,
only had one bad experience, fortunately, in any
that's
boutique.
good.
So yeah.
Yeah. I think most of the time when I walk into some place like that, I've been, to a few of those Simons. They're nice. They've got them in Vegas and in Orlando, like when we vacation. So I love going there. But I think they're always kind of like, "Oh yeah, you, Tory Burch, over there. There she
Yeah.
is. Get out." I'm like, "What was it? The t-shirt, the sneakers, the tattered hoodie, what? No makeup? What do you put off by? Tell me everything." So, yes. Dale is here. Hi, Dale. We were talking about you.
We
You're
were
funny.
talking about Dale. Hi, Dale.
That's so funny. We love Dale. We love us some Dale around here, honey. We sure do. Yes. Oh, Cammy said about let's see. Cammy, he said he was a gay man in the 60s and 70s and would not carry a purse. I see. Okay. But that was his version of what he could carry comfortably and get away with. And he felt comfortable about it, and nobody like clocked him and said mean shit. So I get it. Yeah. But it's sad because he probably would have loved one of your bags, Cammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Frozen Luxury says at Burton Boy working on it. Oh my god. If Saya starts a channel, oh my god, it's on. It is on. I love him. I just think he's great. Whenever he goes live on Insta and I'm actually like on my phone, I'm like, "But yes, what's going on today?" I'm always in there.
I don't know
Oh
him.
my
I'm gonna
gosh.
find
Oh,
that.
Cammy said he carried his wallet, keys, and weed. I love that.
The
I
essential
mean, he was doing stuff way before
part of the
everybody else was
time.
like, he was like the man. you know? That's hilarious. Oh, Cammy. Cammy loved her uncle.
Oh,
Yeah. And Cammy, you still talk to his man who, yeah. So that's sweet. Oh yeah, the luxury place. Today is my sister's birthday, and I want to say happy birthday to her. And she is also retiring in 2 days.
wow. That's great.
She's a little older than me, but damn it, I wanted to retire too. Take me with you.
Stop buying bags.
Right? I know that's the first thing everybody ever in my life says. If you'd stop, you could have a fabulous vacation and maybe sock something away and retire quicker. I'm like, that's crazy talk. No, I have one in my cart right
I always ask
now.
myself if I'm buying a nice bag, like depending on the price, do I want to work a half month or month and a
Yeah.
half longer? Yes. Okay, I'm going to get it.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, I like my job. The actual job that I do now, I like it. I know that, oh my God, I should have never said that because whenever I put that out into the world, something always knocks it down. But let's say a prayer and okay. But that being said, I wish that I didn't have to work at all. But
Hmm.
if I do, I do have a job that is okay, and I don't mind going to. But if I had, my choice, I would just putz around the house all day and buy things. But working affords me the luxury of buying
Right.
stuff.
Yep.
And so, yes, I could live on beans and rice, and we could do without some things. this whole wall, of course, and fragrances. And we could, but that's the joy. Like, to me, it's like that's the payoff for doing something that I wish I could just stay at home. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I didn't have to, but I do. So therefore, my payment besides the paycheck is that I can afford to go ahead. Well, let's say now, I can afford to save a little bit and buy something. So
Yeah, yeah,
you only go around once, Gene. We
that's
gotta
it.
enjoy it, right?
That's it.
Oh, oh my gosh. Cami says, yes, he was. Absolutely. My best friend and therapist. I miss him terribly. I speak with my other uncle weekly. They were together 50 years.
Whoa.
Oh, I mean,
Wow.
right? And think of that. A lot of that was probably saying, oh, he's my roommate or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
that's not right, guys. It gets me very like, I don't, I hate that, but I love that he had someone for that long in his life that he loved and loved him. That's awesome. He
Yeah,
was,
our
that's, yeah,
our generation and younger generations, like he's the people that, as somebody who's gay, obviously, these are the people that made my life easier and the path for
yeah.
me easier, and it's wonderful.
They've paved the way, you know what I
They
mean?
did.
And that, and thank God for them.
Right.
I'm flying a flag this year. This is my first year of flying a huge pride flag, but I
Oh,
am.
nice.
Yeah, because I thought, I'm an ally, so why am I not every year flying my flag? I'm not hiding under a bushel,
Right,
So,
right.
right, like shine the light, man, shine it. If we all did that, like I'm saying, like there's so many things, and I live in a very southern, that whole thing, with a very
Right, right.
conservative. But I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm like this. Say something. I wish you would. Yeah. Oh man, Gene, tell me. Okay, we're gonna get ready to close here because I know I told you it'd be about an hour. I don't want to keep you long because I
I'm
know you
good,
work.
so I'm not in any hurry.
Okay, good. But I want to ask you, if you, Kami says he passed 2 weeks before their 50th anniversary. His life was easier because his mother loved him
Aw,
unconditionally, like the rest of us. Yes.
that's amazing.
That is amazing. I can't imagine that. I watched a movie 4 or 5 years ago. It's been within 5 years ago at least, right around there. And it was this documentary about these kids whose parents just literally, and they lived in the South like me, whose kids, they just said, I'm locking the door and throwing all your stuff out. And
Mhm.
it breaks. I mean, it almost makes me cry thinking about it because it breaks my freaking heart. Like I'm like, then you can come live with me. I will raise you and love you unconditionally. So I just can't imagine. But yeah, he had the best thing going. He had a partner who loved him, and he had a mother and a family who loved him. And man, that's what it takes. I'm not even talking about gay or straight. I'm just talking about being a person.
For
Like
sure, for
that's
sure.
what it takes. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, Jack says she might do that pride flag. I love rainbows. Yeah, I do too. I want to go to Pride somewhere nice. I want to go. Have you ever been to San Francisco Pride?
Me? Yeah, because I lived there and it's horrible. No, it's fun, but oh God, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Oh shit. Can you hear me? Oh God. Can you hear me? Uh,
Okay, I'm back. Maybe.
I'm
Did I
back.
freeze for good? I'm frozen now. This
I was
happens every time somebody breaks it. I don't put the do not disturb on. But
I'm
anyway,
I'm back. Can
Arthur
you
Boy
hear me?
says NYC Pride is the absolute best. Yeah, my mic falls out when somebody calls, and then I freeze, like, which
Uh,
forces me then to have to end alive because it's over with then. But thank you to everyone coming out. But Jean, you were saying, did you? I couldn't hear you. You were saying, did you ever go to San Francisco Pride?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you
Okay,
hear
because
me?
I can't see you. Yeah, every year because I'm going back up. I have to go back up for work this year. Every year we have a big pride party, but it's fun. But the weather can be iffy because it can be cold and foggy, or it can be warm and sunny. But it's fun. Oh
Okay,
no!
I'm here.
Oh,
Sorry. It
I
just,
can't
yeah,
see
I'm
you.
putting in the
So
chat what happened. The phone call froze my whole damn thing. I I know my kids always say, like, Mom, before you do your live, put your do not disturb on, and then of course I don't do it, and now I'm sitting here, nobody can see me, but anyway, it's crazy. Jean, tell me what you have coming up, like video wise. Have you got something coming up good that we are just can't wait to see?
I'm gonna do a review of a new Aspinall bag I got. And then oh gosh, I just got tagged in a video by Fuchsia Floyd that I'm gonna do that. It's like your 5 most used bags. And then I gotta do a review of the business card holder. So those are the three that are on tap.
That sounds amazing. Definitely go over to Totes Gene
Thank you.
and subscribe and definitely check out his videos. You will not be sorry. Gene, thank you so much for being part of my live today. You are a super fun and very gracious guest.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it. It's so kind of you.
All right, guys. I wish you guys could see me because I'm pumping out pure love for all of you. Thanks for coming by, guys, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, Jean. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys.